bird. I don't think there's any fruit, but there could be.
You have fruit in the hat.
I wish I had fruit on it.
You have a small family.
I'm going to have to go check it out today for sure.
Of rat people living in your hat. So one time in a spa, the lady said, how hard do you want?
Right.
I said, I think pretty hard. I don't know.
Right.
And she was going like where the wind was being knocked out of me as and I never told her to stop. Or it hurt during. And I'm like, well, this isn't relaxing. I probably should tell her to go a little softer.
Were you making noises?
Like,
they know that they're doing a good job.
oh.
You're like moaning and...
I'm sitting there at Supercuts. I'm like, oh. Some 5-year-old next to me is like, what's going on over there? Oh.
Connie and Curtis on Channel 95.7.
Curtis's microphone just fell off.
It's fine. It's fine. Just keep going.
Did you see the look that he had on his face?
Just keep going. Like, I didn't know what was going to happen.
What are you going to do?
Okay, I got to put back. Woo.
You're magical. How does yours go back so easy? Mine takes like surgery to get it back on.
I don't freak out like you. I got the steady hand.
My whole cage falls off. You don't even have a cage.
Oh yeah, I'm cageless. You lose.
You got like the plan B of microphones.
You lose a nut. And then the nut falls, and then the whole thing falls. And then you're like, oh, great. And then you got to screw it in, and you got to hold it there because it's hanging by a wire. Mine does not hang by a wire. Mine fits into a little deal. Can I tell you a number right now?
A number?
36.1.
36.1.
What do you think that number means?
Is that inches of snow?
In Ishpeming.
What?
36.1 inches in Ishpeming.
How did that happen?
They're getting snow.
No kidding.
Like that big blue thing you see on the map, that's sitting over the UP, and that is nailing. Negani, 32.5 inches. Gwyn, 22.5 inches.
Good for them.
That's a lot of snow.
That's a lot of inches.
You're not supposed to get that your first snow. We talked about that yesterday. You can't do that right off the bat.
You might as well just rip the Band-Aid off.
You got to ease
done
me
with
in.
Sister's up there
Where is she?
Why?
at Michigan Tech.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does she have snowshoes?
I hope so. I don't know if she planned ahead or if she might have to grab them when it's Thanksgiving.
I've always wanted snowshoes.
Yeah, we got to get you some.
I always wonder if they really work.
Of course they do. Otherwise, they wouldn't call them that. They would just call them like I lost those in the snow.
Tennis
shoes.
rackets for your feet.
That's all that they
That's
really
what they look like. I know.
You have tennis rackets.
I do.
Use
That
your
is
tennis
true.
rackets.
That is true.
Make that happen.
No, because what if I want to play tennis? I don't want to ruin them.
Not in the winter.
Yes, but I don't want to ruin them.
Oh, for later.
Yes.
You don't want them all bent because
Yes.
you step on a rock or you
Although
break the
snow
string.
tennis sounds like a blast.
Yeah. And the balls are yellow, so you won't lose them.
Right.
Snow tennis. Let's get going on this.
36.1 inches of snow.
That's like 3 feet of snow.
It is 3 feet of snow.
I don't
It's
want
3 feet and 1 inch.
And I don't know if that's what they got or if that's what they are getting as a total. But Aaron Offsayer tweeted that out. Ridiculous snow totals across the UP. 36.1 inches.
Now, how much are we here in West Michigan supposed to? I know Lake Effect snow, they're supposed to get how much?
Yeah, like 10 by Friday.
By Friday?
Yeah, so it'll start sometime today, and it was flurrying on my way in today, so that was
I wore
awesome.
like sturdy clothes today because I thought,
Did you?
Here we are at the beginning of snow. I thought we were going to have snow on the ground because when we were leaving Fajita Republic last night, it was like drizzling.
It was.
And I thought, okay, the temperature's falling. If it continues to drizzle, we're going to have snow overnight.
And
I looked out my back window this morning, no snow.
Dry roads, a little flurry
Which
action.
I was glad about.
You and I are wearing the exact same outfit today. Ripped blue jeans and a green sweatshirt.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know.
Is this our Comfort Wednesday outfit?
Here's the deal, though. I lay my clothes out like way early. So I picked this before you picked it.
I had mine out last night, and normally I don't do that.
Okay.
Sometimes I do.
It's 7
But
o'clock.
Usually I do it if I have a cute outfit or like I'm going to dress like a girl the next
Yeah.
day, but never with just jeans and a sweatshirt. But last night I was like, I want my comfy sweatshirt and my
Okay.
comfy jeans.
Okay, so
and comfy shoes.
at 8 o'clock, but 7 o'clock last night, my outfit was picked out already.
Mine too.
We need
Mine
to-
was picked out at 6:45.
Oh, no. You got it early. Mine was at 6:30. 6:31.
I was still trying to get home from Fajita Republic
Oh,
at
right.
6:30.
As was I. So that's a lie.
Yeah. but
yeah,
the first thing I did when I got home,
is laid out the outfit.
yeah, Curtis and I both have green sweatshirts on, although yours has a Packer logo on
Right.
it. Mine
Yours-
is just a plain old sweatshirt.
Yours is logoless. We have ripped blue jeans.
What kind of shoes do you have on?
I'm wearing sandals for shoes.
Oh, I got boots.
like they're brown,
They are brown.
and mine are brown.
One of our coworkers walked in
today.
our studio this morning and said, "Did you guys plan this?"
Yes.
Yes, we planned to look like Twinkies.
Absolutely, we were hoping to be twins today, and we nailed it. So that's
And
good.
Look what color pen I'm writing with.
A green pen, and
I like to
No,
match my pen to my outfit.
I have nothing green here to show you. Sorry,
It's okay.
but yeah, we're twins. Nick, you did not get the memo.
Do you still have your coats on?
He does.
Yes. Still cold.
Nick's wearing 12
We need to
jackets.
get Nick a winter coat.
He says he has one,
Oh yeah, it's got cat hair all over
and
it.
it's not cool enough. He needs a cool
It's not
winter coat.
cool enough. Like cool, like hey.
Yeah, not trendy enough.
Like now he's hanging out with like the cool seniors, so he needs to fit in, right? I mean, earlier
Wait, we're the cool seniors.
yeah, when
okay.
he was with his sophomore friends, it was totally cool. Like his jacket was all right, but now hanging with the seniors, he's like, hey, I don't know what I can do here. I better get a cool coat.
Is that the case, Nicholas?
Yeah, I do need a cool coat. It's also a little bit big.
Oh, okay.
Because you're so skinny. Seriously.
30 minutes ago, you were calling him bony.
He is bony. He's like a skeleton.
He's wiry.
You are wiry.
Yeah.
Because he walks in and he's like, oh, I'm freezing.
Like 10 minutes after he gets inside from outside,
And
he's
I'm like,
still shivering.
I'm like, you need to eat like an extra hamburger at dinner and do that 2 or 3 times, and then you won't be freezing. You'll have like the whale blubber, like I have.
and
You'll
me,
be set.
you grew up in Michigan.
Yeah. And in high school, I had long hair. I looked like Tom Petty. Just kind of looks like the crypt keeper.
I wish you still looked like Tom Petty.
Can you sing us some Tom Petty, please?
She's a good girl.
Yeah, like this.
Loves her mama. Loves Jesus. And America, too. I'm a bad boy.
Yeah, you are.
Because I don't even miss her. All right, there we go.
I'm a bad boy for breaking her, and I'm free. Yeah, you got to at least get to the free falling part.
That was
Then
actually kind of good, Nick. I'm kind of impressed.
Oh, thank you.
Nick has many talents.
He does have many talents.
He can
but
retain.
not musical.
He can retain
No.
cold.
I retain cold so good.
Yes.
That's probably my best talent.
He can impersonate Tom Petty.
He was telling me yesterday that he has no musical talent, but he wishes he did so he could write songs.
Okay. I don't know though. You just did a pretty good job on that. Like, do you do karaoke?
Yeah, I do karaoke.
Is that one of your
Do you
go-tos?
sing your own music?
No, I don't. I'm going to perform my own song now.
I wrote my own song. Luckily, it's to the tune of "Into the Great Wide Open" by
Spice
Tom
Girls.
Petty.
My name is Nick, and I'm singing on stage.
Like it goes to the tune of "Wannabe" by the Spice Girls.
Oh, what a great song.
If you wanna be my jacket, you gotta be cooler than this. La, la, la. Oh, Nick, you got many talents.
Thank
You
you.
got it going on. Nick was out partying with us last night.
Partying
The Heated
with us.
Republic.
Partying to extent. I had to drive the station vehicle. You guys were having margaritas. I was a bit jealous.
It was pretty funny because Russ came. Because now it seems that if we are somewhere where they serve alcohol,
Russ shows up.
Russ comes to.
And Russ shows up for the entire time. Did you notice that?
Just to see what happens.
Yeah.
So I had my margarita sitting on the table, and Nick was eating tacos
Yeah.
right next to my margarita. And Russ walks in, and he's like, "Where's your margarita?" And I said, "I'm not having one." But obviously Nick is. And Russ goes, "Nick, is that your margarita?" And Nick like moves one spot away from the margarita. He's like, "Just drinking Pepsi, sir."
Yeah, it was funny because I went up to the bar to get ice water.
Okay.
And Russ goes, "Connie, what are you getting? What are you ordering over there?" Because he was sitting in the bar area and he was trying to see around me to see what I said. "I'm getting ice water."
Really? Ice water?
Oh, okay. And then he turns around. I'm like, "What are
Yeah.
you, the drink police?"
He is. He tries to boss us around.
So, I mean, he is our boss.
So much.
But give me a break.
He's always trying to boss
What are
us
you
around.
getting?
And I don't appreciate it. Right?
And Georgia stopped by and bought us a drink.
Oh,
and I
my
didn't even get to
goodness.
finish it. Did you finish yours?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And then another one after that. You got out of there.
I couldn't even finish it.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah.
Were you getting the ice cream headache? Because you had the frozen margarita.
Yeah, and frozen margaritas make me full faster.
Okay.
You know?
So I was drinking the on the rocks margaritas.
So was Dan.
So good. And you get a little salt and delicioso.
How late were you there with your uncle? This isn't Uncle Ed. This is Uncle Clint.
Right.
Who doesn't get quite as much airtime around here, but that's only because he does not call and text and we are not biffles.
Right. Man, how long were we there?
9.
No, because I
10.
think I was home by probably 7:15, 7-ish,
Okay.
so to get the outfit laid out. So I would say,
So I did have my outfit laid out before you.
yeah, you probably
Ah!
did. You probably definitely
Probably
did.
drove by my house and looked in. Creeper.
What you laying out? Green sweatshirt? I have one of those. Ripped jeans? I can do that. Okay, done.
It's like
and
our
done.
uniform today.
Brown shoes. I can make it happen. We need to take a picture of ourselves
No.
as twins today.
No.
Nick, you need to. Connie does not like really her picture taken and posted online, so you need to be sneaky about getting a picture of the two of us
No.
standing
Okay.
together.
No.
I'll just kind of walk over by her and you just snap and then just post it right away and say twins. And she'll have to be standing, so we'll try to get that when she's in the hall.
Yeah,
or
that'll
something.
seem very natural when I'm flipping you off.
I'll come running. You'll need to blur that part.
Can do.
Blur the flip, or maybe put a
That is
happy
not
face.
happening.
So we'll get that up by who
Never.
knows? We're gonna have to find it.
Never. We'll get that up by never.
Come on, we'll
No.
trick you.
No.
Trick you.
No.
What if we put our hoods up so then nobody knows which is which?
Oh, you don't think they will?
Yeah.
Curtis shrunk.
Yeah.
I'll put it on Facebook and have it shown to everybody but Connie.
No.
Oh, I like that.
Then she
Yes.
won't know.
You think I won't know? How dense do you think I am?
Pretty
Okay,
dense.
she'll know.
Yeah, I'll know.
Okay.
A little dense,
A
though.
little dense.
But not so dense.
Sometimes, but it's like fun dense.
I did find a picture of your
There's
hat.
different
Remember we were talking about your hat yesterday?
Yeah, Curtis, you couldn't be more wrong about my
And you
hat.
said it had a bird on it, so I found a picture of your hat. And then I found a camel wearing your hat today for our cover photo because it's hump day. Our Facebook page, it's a camel wearing your hat. Is that what it looks like?
No, it looks nothing like that. I was going to take a picture of my hat, but I was too busy yesterday. I didn't have a chance.
You're too busy.
I had a lot going on yesterday. Ugh.
What would you have had to do to take a picture of it? Like,
Uncover it
woo.
and take a picture.
Oh, 2 steps?
Yeah.
I get
Yeah.
it. I know how
I
that can
know,
be. Oh,
see?
no, I'm not even
Time consuming.
not even starting with you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I would have needed time.
That's why Nick probably won't even be able to get that picture of us as twins because it'll take him so long to do it. But it'll happen. Anytime you see Connie leave the studio, know that I'm behind her for a twin picture, and you just snap it.
You want this job?
I do want
Don't
this
take
job.
that picture.
Snap and go, Nick.
Don't take that picture,
Nick's
Nick.
got it today. Now he's conflicted. He doesn't know what to do.
I don't.
Get us from behind.
Never mind.
I think Connie wears the pants around here.
Oh, smart boy.
That's a good guess. But we'll see what happens when the picture is posted. Do you wear the pants? Are you the pant wearer?
I mean, I had pants on.
I also. We have matching
have
pants.
matching-
That's why we did the picture.
Connie and Curtis.
631 at Channel 95.7, and guess what? It really is 631.
Yeah.
Connie and Curtis. 32 degrees right now. We got clouds today. Supposedly, did you see snow today?
I saw flurries driving in.
I did not see flurries.
So, yeah, it was definitely flurrying when I was coming in. Is that what you're asking about? What are you opening over there?
I accidentally kicked my computer when I was I just get a new computer. I'm going to break it.
He's kicking things
You
in
got
there.
a new. Wait.
I
a minute.
didn't get a
don't-
new computer.
Don't start with this.
It's a functional computer.
Nick got a new computer in his room because his other one was too slow and he couldn't get the work done that he needed to do. So I went ahead and helped him get a new one.
I was in a
for his
crap
room.
mood all day yesterday because my stupid computer in here
What?
locked up.
Nobody noticed. About what time did that happen?
Hey,
Let's
at
see.
least when I'm in a bad mood, you notice because I'm not always in a bad mood.
That's true.
I'm rarely in a bad mood.
Oh, that's not helping it.
What's not helping?
Like
What?
where you're like, hey, I was in a really foul mood, but at least I'm not always in that foul of a mood.
Yeah, I'm not.
Luckily.
Luckily.
Can you imagine?
No. I'm turning his microphone.
I feel like that's
He
not a
sounds like he's
computer
got. You sound like you have like I don't know wax paper in there, and you're just smooshing around with it.
I think it's his jacket.
Yeah, I think I need to delayer. So give me a second. I'll delay.
Goodbye. Okay, delayer
Because
yourself.
he has a long sleeve shirt on, he has a vest on, he has a jacket on, and then a coat over the jacket. And I asked why he didn't wear a winter cap because normally he has.
Because he did his hair, and I said, "You did."
Yeah.
Doesn't really look like he did his hair.
Guys don't really do their hair.
Yeah. Well, I guess he put product in it and parted it.
Yeah. But you can still put a hat
He's got
on.
a side part. I like side parts. I think they're very,
you?
very. What's that show that took place?
Happy Days.
No.
That 70s show.
No, the one that's on like HBO that I tried to watch and I got through like no, it's not HBO. It's
True
Showtime.
Blood.
No.
Californication.
Takes place. They drink a lot
Mad
of
Men?
whiskey. Yes. It's very Mad Men of you.
That's exactly what I was going for. Thank
Is
you.
it? Yeah, because
They're
that's what it
so
looks like.
cool.
Yeah, Mad Men.
Okay. So that's the Mad Men hair.
Yeah.
Okay. And how would you describe my hair? I have the no part brushed up to the front.
You've got like the typical 2014 guy hair.
Yeah, here I am.
Boy band hair.
I'm ready for
You
it.
have except for the gray.
Yeah. No boy band people have gray hair.
No, except for look at
yes.
what's her faces.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's her faces?
New Kids on the Block. Donnie doesn't even have
Wahlberg.
hair.
But he's very old.
Barely.
And did you hear he's getting a new show?
I did.
So there's the Wahlburgers that you know and love, and that
I like
focuses mostly on their other brother,
Right.
Marky, Donnie, and Petey. And Petey kind of runs the place. And then why do they all have the E at the end of their names? By the
know.
way, okay. So Marky, Donnie, and Petey, and then Petey kind of runs it, and then Donnie and Marky kind of come in when they have to. So now he's married to what's her face,
Jenny McCarthy.
Jenny McCarthy, and they're getting
How
a
could
show.
you forget her name? You like think she's hot, don't
Oh
you?
my goodness, so hot.
Yeah.
It's funny though because like where you say you being in a bad mood occasionally makes it like kind of fun for us because you're not always in that bad mood. Mm-hmm. It's like I've seen her nude so many times, like in Playboy and other things.
That it's not hot to you anymore?
Right.
Yeah.
Like I see her and I'm like, man, I've seen this. Like she was saying did another spread when she turned 40. She said, I want to be in again. And people were like clamoring, like, I want to see this. I'm like, we've seen so
seen it a
much
million
of her.
times,
I mean, I
yeah.
still looked, but it's not the same appeal.
Right.
I mean, the glimpse of something that you have hoped to see.
That's like, okay, as a guy,
Yeah.
and there are a lot of guys in here right
Tons.
now. As a guy, would you rather see a woman dressed seductively with like lots of cleavage
Okay.
and, in short skirts showing a lot of skin?
Or
would you rather see a woman who leaves more to the imagination, but maybe has something that's kind of sexy?
Okay.
Like fitted or, you know what I mean?
Man, they were talking about this, and I know you didn't watch because you were in bed.
Yeah.
New Girl last night was pretty much about this because the character had brought a girl home, and
Okay.
he wasn't supposed to. And
Okay.
he's like, I can't help it. It's that season where there are scarves and sweaters, and it's going to give me a little taste, and I need to see what's under there. Like, I need
Okay.
to. I think I would rather the sultry look.
Cleavage and
Yeah, like go ahead and do it up.
But you like that for somebody that you would just want to hook up with and date, not
think so.
necessarily somebody you'd want to marry. Because Katie's not like that.
Katie is not like that.
No.
No, Katie is
the
very
one time I've
button-up.
seen her like that was when she was dressed as Katy Perry for Halloween, and you and I both almost fell out of our chairs.
Yes, it was.
Curtis was so excited all night at this party.
I was, and luckily.
Have you seen Katie? Have you looked at her? Have you seen her? Have you noticed her top? Have you seen Katie? I'm like, yes, Curtis.
Yeah, everyone in the bar
I just talked to her
noticed.
for 30 minutes.
Everyone
yes,
has
I noticed.
her top. Everybody
He was
sees
so
it.
excited.
And that's what I like. I think, yes, I would prefer that.
So would you like her to dress like that more often?
Yes. And she should start. Thank you. If you're
She's
listening,
not going
Katie.
to.
No, because we
That's
live in a
not her.
cold weather climate.
And it's not her.
And it's not her.
No, she doesn't
So-
even dress like that in the summer,
No,
does she?
no.
No.
There were a couple summers where she did dress like that. And then we'd started having kids, and now she doesn't. Now she doesn't dress like that anymore. She stopped doing that. Now she's a mom. She's sweatshirt and sweater.
Nick, what do you think? Women, do you want them to dress a little more, like less clothing or more clothing and leave it to the imagination?
I love the fall weather.
Yes, me too.
So the same
fall
kind
weather
of thing.
clothing,
I love the
but
fall weather too.
I need a little bit of cleavage. Just like if the fall weather, like sweaters that have like a V-neck.
If they point,
Oh,
Oh, bring it on down.
bring it on down.
yes.
Just bring it on down and make that
Okay.
happen.
Andrew, what do you think? You like less clothing or more to the imagination?
Well, who doesn't love a little bit of cleavage?
Right.
So a little bit more, yeah.
really?
No, yeah.
Okay, so do you want your brand new wife to have a ton of cleavage or just to have some cleavage?
Well, she already does.
Okay,
but-
so you like that.
Yeah, I
So
do.
you like that,
Yeah,
okay.
she doesn't have to change anything.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, that's good. You've been married 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You can't start asking for change for about 6 months.
I'm good for right now.
Now she'll start asking for you to change things probably this weekend. Like stuff will come up where you're going to need to start changing. Like, hey, I know that you've been doing this the whole time we've been dating, but I'm pretty much sick of it, and it stops now.
Yeah.
So it's coming. It's on its way.
Okay.
That is
so
always
you
fun.
all like a little cleavage.
I think
See, I do
so.
everything I can to not have cleavage.
Right.
I don't love cleavage.
No, you want to be comfortable and you want to
and I
be
big
warm.
boobs. I don't like cleavage.
Right.
On me. I don't like to look down and see butt.
Right. No, you don't want to look at your boob butt.
No.
You
I
know,
don't think it's attractive.
But we never see that.
You never see what?
We don't see it as a
Oh,
butt.
right.
We know what it is.
'Cause you're not looking down.
We're not wearing those blinders. We see exactly what it is. We see the whole picture on you.
Interesting.
But yeah, if you're walking around, there's nothing better than a spring day walking around, seeing all the people who are finally like getting rid of the sweaters and the pants, and they're just walking around like, "Hey, here I am."
coming out.
Exactly.
Yep.
Really?
Nick's very singy.
Yeah,
today.
he is.
Very singy.
See, these are the questions I can't ask Dan because I ask Dan questions like this, like, honey, would you like me more with more cleavage or like leave it more to the imagination? And Dan will say, whatever you want.
Yes,
whatever you
absolutely.
feel like wearing. You always look great to me. I asked him something yesterday, and that was his kind of answer. And I go, no, I want a real answer. He goes,
Right.
no, I'm being serious. Whatever
Okay.
you want,
But-
whatever you want to wear, that looks great to me.
You know that he thought you looked great yesterday
what a real
because he
answer.
wore pretty much the same outfit as you.
I know. I was a Twinkie with Dan
Yes.
last night, and I walked out into the kitchen, and he goes, hello, twin. I turned around and looked at him. I'm like,
Yeah, because yesterday you had
the
a.
two men in my life. I dressed like one last
Yes.
night and one today.
And you didn't change. Like Katie and I, one of us will change in that situation. So if
Yeah.
I had walked into the kitchen and Katie was wearing the same thing as me, either she would have changed or I would have changed before we left. But
yeah,
you
but
did
I think
not.
if we were at an event where he and I were hanging out the whole time,
You
I
would have had
probably
to.
I may have changed. I may not have.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm pretty. Once I get an outfit set in my head, that's kind of
Yeah,
the end
there's
of
no
that.
changing. There's no change in any of that.
And obviously, we're both in the mood last night for black sweaters and jeans.
Right. And you both pulled them off. I mean, you looked
Thanks,
great.
Curtis.
It was,
Thank
it was
you.
a smashing success for both of you, much like us in our green and ripped outfits today. Twins. Connie almost stole my phone, Nick. Did you see that?
No.
We
So,
were having a little rumble in the jungle over here.
Yeah, and the studio is the jungle, and the rumble is when she almost stole my phone. I said I was going to take a picture. I said, well, I'll just take a picture of you. And she's like, you're not taking a picture of me. And then I had my phone, and and then she grabbed my phone and threw it in her pocket. But then
I turned around and tried to grab mine, and he saw that I was doing that. His long, weird arm.
yeah,
His long, like just
tentacle.
Reached
octopused
out and
over
beat
there.
me- Yes, it beat me to it.
and then I had her
Then
phone.
we were wrestling over here.
Yeah. I hit
Never
my-
wearing the sweatshirt again.
I hit my head on the desk. Are you not going to wear it? Because I have outfits that I have given to Goodwill because someone that I worked with had the same outfit, and I
Oh.
wore it the same day as them one time, or I would see them wearing it, and then I would take it immediately because I never wanted to wear the same outfit as them.
Really?
2 or 3
No, I'm not really doing
shirts.
that. This is one of my favorite sweatshirts.
Two
I'm not doing
or
that.
3 shirts have had to have been retired or never worn again around that person for fear that they may wear it.
But you work in radio with a bunch of guys.
Yes.
And there's kind of a uniform in this
Yes.
business. Like a lot of guys. And sadly, you guys don't have as many places to shop as we do.
No, we don't.
So it's not surprising that you guys end up with matching shirts.
Right. Anytime there is like a 30% at Kohl's,
Yeah.
Katie would get me a shirt,
Yeah.
and then like 2 or 3 guys at the station would be wearing it. I'd be like, thanks, Katie. Well, we can return this. She's like, why? I was like, it's 4 people have this shirt at work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be part of the 4-person Fantastic Four.
So you'd really get rid of it?
I would get rid of it, either return it or never wear it. Like maybe
Yeah.
wear it if I was going out to dinner with her, but never to work.
yeah.
Like, and then they have a little special section in my closet where these shirts don't get worn
That's
at
funny.
work because I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I won't get rid of mine.
Okay.
No.
And I'm not getting rid of mine.
So nanny boo boo.
A poo poo on the poo poo.
nanny boo boo. And we're not taking a picture.
But we might.
No.
No,
No.
we probably will, and
It's
it'll be a good picture. It'll be fun. So we got that coming up. We got so many awesome things planned for today.
We do.
Oh my, Nick, did you bring us food today?
No, I forgot. I had the venison jerky and
Yeah.
I forgot it.
Nick, you are never going to bring us food. Let's be honest about it. You are never
I'm gonna
going to
prove
bring
you
us
wrong.
food.
The coworker who brings all the cupcakes and things,
Yeah.
and last week gave Nick and some other coworkers in our hallway a cupcake, and then ran out right at me. Brought more cupcakes today. He and I were the only 2 people talking about them, and I did not.
Still did not get
I did
offered
not
one.
get one. Everyone else is talking about nothing to do with him. I'm interested in his cupcakes. I'm asking
They were
questions.
creme brulee cupcakes today.
And
by
I
the
said,
way.
how did you brulee them? And he said, funny story, because the frosting just melted. And I said, and I knew that it would, the heat and frosting. And he says, we had to freeze it and then crumble it on. I said, that's genius. And then he said, all right, well, yeah, have a good day.
That was not a funny story, by the way.
It's not well, it's funny if you like if
Not
you
a
melt
funny story.
frosting.
Not a funny story.
with a torch.
Not a funny story.
So I didn't get one. I'm never going to get food from
I
him.
love that you guys call him our coworker. He's an intern for another show in the building, but because he brings food, he gets that status
Yes.
as like a coworker.
Yes, he's elevated to the coworker status. You ate his cupcake. You didn't
Oh,
seem
yeah.
to mind. I got nothing.
You never will.
I never will.
No, he doesn't need you.
Doesn't need me. But he brought so many today.
He did.
That hopefully
Like
there'll
a
be
giant
one left.
plate full.
Maybe I'll track him down at 10 and say, I need one of these cupcakes.
should.
I need to try one. Because I never get them. He gives them to everybody else.
Poor
I'm the
Curtis.
only person who talks to him.
Go walk by the studio and just see where
Should I
they
just
are. And
grab
maybe you
one?
can just go in and grab one.
Hey, what are these? Oh, I thought these were.
You should try doing
thought
it.
these were for
All
everybody.
right, we got clouds today. It's 32 degrees right now, 6:43.
Connie and Curtis.
Nickelback on Channel 95.7. What are you waiting for? 6:52.
We were signing people up to beat the box office, win those
Yeah.
tickets last night at Fajita Republic, and they were pumped to get signed up for that. I mean, that's a
I
big
love that
deal.
song.
Yeah, and the first time you heard it, you're like, hey, Nickelback has a new song, and I love it. And I was like, what? And I hadn't heard it yet. So then I'm like, yeah, this is good. Mm-hmm. I thought of you yesterday.
Uh-oh.
So it was a...
Well, that's good because we spent the whole day together.
Well, we did spend... Well, the middle part of the day, we went to our
We went our
corners.
separate ways for 4 hours.
So I left here, and it was a Tuesday, so it's Meyer-free day at the Graham. So I went to the Graham to walk around. I hadn't seen that Intersections art piece that won Art Prize. Hadn't seen it, and wanted to.
What'd you think?
Oh, my gosh. Like, I don't know why I think it's so cool.
Because
But
it's
I
cool.
think it's so cool. Like I was telling Katie and
That's
the
why it
girls,
won.
I'm like, it's awesome. And Elizabeth says, but it's just like shadows, right? I said, yeah, it's shadows, but like they made this box and there's a light bulb
Right.
hanging in it. And Charlotte's like a lampshade. I'm like, yeah, kind of like a lamp. What is wrong with you
Like
people?
a giant one.
It is awesome. So you walk into this room, and it's just the whole walls and the floor and everything is just covered with the shadow, and you're like, yeah, this is like and no one really was there. So
That's cool.
I just stood in there by myself for
Yeah.
probably 15 minutes, just looking around like this is awesome. And then I walked out, and this is where I thought of you.
Okay.
Walked out of the Graham, and guess what they were doing? Putting Christmas lights up around Rosa Parks Circle. So they were getting the lights all set. They have the railing for what will be the ice rink that got put up. So,
Did you notice how I had Christmas music handy?
man,
It's that time of season. It's always
it is.
handy now.
So then I don't know when they're officially going to go on because they were putting them on yesterday, and normally they're on then like all night, and they weren't on last night. So I don't know. When
I
they're
noticed
going on.
that all the parking places,
Yeah.
they've already got their lights up and
Do
their
they?
garland and bows and everything. Mm-hmm.
How excited are you?
Ellis Parking? Yeah. I'm so excited.
We're 2
I
weeks-
cannot believe that Thanksgiving is 2 weeks from tomorrow.
2 weeks from tomorrow, we're eating turkey. We're having a great time. And then on that Saturday, I think,
Crazy.
or Sunday, I'm going to be putting up the Christmas lights.
Mm-hmm.
So in 2.5 weeks, my house will be decorated for Christmas. Now, yours,
Dan hasn't put anything up yet.
what? Why is he dragging his feet on this?
He's had a lot going on too.
Okay,
He's been very busy
He's
around
a
our
busy
house.
guy. Now,
Yeah.
you have said that you have no idea, like the measurements of your house, what your lights are going to look like.
No.
So what is?
I know
the-
they're going to be a hot mess.
What's the plan? Is the plan to just let him be a hot mess and
Yes.
then forget about it?
Next year, we're getting lights for this house.
Okay.
But this year, it's not in the budget. Because lights are expensive.
Oh my gosh, yes.
To go buy all and then to be able to find it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just.
Well, you
I have
buy
a lot
'em-
of plans for next year.
You buy them the day after Christmas.
Right.
It's if you want
Right.
lights, you buy them the day after Christmas.
But we're going to have to buy a lot because I like a lot of lights. Not like Christmas Vacation a lot.
That would be awesome.
But I like a lot of lights, but I want them to match. I'm a matchy light girl.
Okay.
But whereas right now, because we've moved so much that every place we needed different kinds of lights.
Okay.
And so I would be like, oh, I really want the big bulbed, different
Okay.
multicolored
Yes.
ones. So we've got those, and we've got the icicle all white ones.
Okay.
Then we've got the little tiny, like the pearl all white one.
What's your
Like,
favorite?
they're a hot mess. I like all white.
Okay. Do you like the
I
icicles?
like white. No,
Yeah.
not really.
I like the big bulbs that are colored.
But here's the thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Dan loves icicles.
Okay.
And
Dan and Katie need to get married. Because Katie loves them too.
You know, I don't love them, but it's one of those things where decorating the house for things like that, I don't go out and go, what do you think about this? I just go buy stuff that I like.
Okay.
And so when he actually says something, because usually he doesn't care about that kind of
Right.
stuff. So when he actually makes a point to tell me that he likes something, I don't want to take that away from him.
Okay,
Because he
that's
doesn't
nice.
care a lot. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like, he said he wants to. So in our front, by our front door, there's a big window next to it.
Okay.
And I have these pumpkin lights that I love.
Love them.
They're little teeny pumpkins.
Okay.
All over the place. And I make it look like a pumpkin patch, so they're just like a hot mess.
Good.
It's super cute.
I'm sure it is.
And so he humors me, and this year he put those, usually me and one of my girlfriends do
Okay.
it, and we had these windows in Wisconsin that we did it every year. And so he did it this year, fine, looked great. And as he was taking the pumpkin lights down, he goes, what do you think about a giant snowflake light right here?
Wow.
And I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
sure. I go, you mean like one snowflake?
Just a giant
He
snowflake.
goes, yeah, like a white snowflake
Yeah.
that lights up.
They sell those at Meijer or Menards, Home Depot, and
I said, sure.
he's been doing a lot of home improvement. He probably saw
He
that at
has.
Home Depot or Lowe's.
Yes, he did. Lowe's, I think it
Because
was.
I think Lowe's has them where you can just stick them on the window,
Here's
and
the
it's
deal.
right there.
I don't want a giant snowflake.
Oh no!
But I don't care.
It's gonna look like a spider web.
It's gonna look like a hot mess, but
Right.
I don't care.
Okay.
Dan wants a snowflake, and he's asleep right now, so I can discuss
Okay.
this with you. He wants a giant snowflake
you're
in the
gonna give it
window.
to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I did tell him
Yeah.
next year, matching white lights.
For everything, because once you have the snowflake, that's where it's gonna live.
Right. And he can have the snowflake in the front door if he wants
It's
it.
gonna look like an evil layer where you have to put your key into the middle of it, and it will open that window for access.
Maybe it'll look really good.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
he's
not-
yeah, I know it's not, gonna look good at all. It's gonna look like a hot mess.
I'm getting a little excited to put up the lights. I think at my
Are you?
house. I already know because last year I kind of I did them wrong.
Yeah.
I started on one end of the house and that was the wrong end to start on. So then I had to tie two together because
Right.
they didn't stick together like to plug in. So I had two in the middle and it was a hot mess. Like it was not good.
Yeah.
So this year I already have the plan laid out.
Okay.
And I was kind of going over it with Katie.
Uh-huh.
And she tried to block that. Like she's light blocking me.
Did
She's like,
she?
Really? Do we need that? Because I ran a 100-foot extension cord
Mm-hmm.
from the garage to a tree and then lit the pine tree like it was a Christmas tree
Okay.
in our yard.
Yeah.
And I love that. I
Yeah,
mean, you
I
would
love that
see-
too.
You would see it when you came into the neighborhood, and everybody loved it. I assume no one
Yeah.
talked about it. But she said, "Do we need to? We don't even see that tree because we don't have a window looking at it.
right.
Do we need to waste the electricity?" And I'm like, "Waste the electricity for one strand of light, and it's three strands of light
right.
wrapped around a Christmas tree." Yeah, I think we can handle that expense. Thanks so much. You know.
She's always looking to save money though, which is smart.
No, but she's using money as an excuse. 'Cause
Yes.
it doesn't cost anything to light that tree.
I mean, it probably does.
She just doesn't want the tree lit.
It does cost something,
8 cents.
probably.
I'll give her 8 cents. I can make that happen.
It doesn't matter. Your money is her
8
money.
cents doesn't. I'll steal from the kids. Here's some extra money for
You're the
you.
worst dad ever.
Connie and Curtis.
Connie and